Good morning, everyone. My name is Greg Rohde. I'm the chair of this session, which is on emergency warning systems. As probably most of you know, the European Union has a mandate that June of 2022, all member states are to be offering emergency alerts over wireless devices to everyone who's in the community, not just simply the residents, but those that are visiting with that. And so today we've got a number of companies here that are going to present their solution that they're providing for emergency warning systems. So we're going to have Pablo Gómez from a company called Genasys. It's not a rock and roll band. So Pablo?
Hello. So, hello everybody. Me is Pablo Gómez from Genasys. Thank you for being here. Thank you also to EENA's organization for this wonderful conference, which is in fact the first opportunity many of us are having, to start going back on track, traveling again, see your faces again, which is absolutely great. So, today we are going to talk about multi-channel public warning and evacuation solutions. And first, I would like to introduce Genasys. So they say that an image is better than words, so probably video is even better than images. Therefore, this is what we are. We are Genasys.
We are innovators, disruptors, communicators, armed with the world's most comprehensive and unified platform. We define what it means to deliver critical communications anywhere, anytime. To save lives around the globe during critical situations, we are boldly reshaping the future, opening the doors to advanced technology. We are the creators of LRAD and Critical Communications as a Service with mobile communications and integrated solutions. We are Genasys. The future of critical communications is here.
Genasys means clear communications. It means keeping operations running and saving lives during critical situations.
The future is here. Critical communications, protecting and saving lives. We are Genasys.
Okay, so this is what we are. The critical communications company. So we're understanding critical communications to the capability to communicate to the public before, during, after any kind of emergency you could be facing as emergency managers. We are a company from the United States having headquarters all over the world, important presence in Europe with a couple of offices and very large team. Based on Spain, covering the whole continent, not only talking about deployments, but also everything regarding support and training of those products. We try to help you as emergency managers, offering you a critical communication platform, the one in the market unifying software and hardware, so you can cover any kind of complex situation you could be facing, not only at national level, but also covering other different use cases thanks to our flexibility and scalability. So you could be also deploying regional cases or also even local communication systems for big cities or even small towns. We have even references in the corporate market, companies just using our technology just to help their operations keep running just through communication to keep everybody, all the people in the company safe. So when talking about software and hardware, we are referring to, okay, the software platform coordinating all those communication channels, from mobile phones to emails, computers, all those things regarding to, very related to software, let's say. When talking about hardware, we are referring to our long-range acoustic devices. Those, at the end of the day, speakers able to send clear voice communications to very long distances. We are talking about communicating with voice even 2 kilometers. Okay, we are not new in this market. We've been in this market for more than 20 years, and we have very different kinds of deployments based on different technologies and communication channels in more than 70 countries around the world, okay? For instance, we have many cases in the US military defense and law enforcement market. This is the best way of proof that our system can be working in the most critical and hard conditions you can imagine. You know? We work with many US different agencies, from the Army to the Navy. Also, we have deployed different cases talking about nationwide systems. From the systems we have in Australia, the ones in Spain, also system covering the whole state of Puerto Rico, the very special case we are covering in Japan. Those nationwide systems are currently in production, being very intensively used every day. But as said before, we cover a range of different use cases, having many references at, let's say, a state level in the United States, but also regional levels or local levels, just giving services to maybe, from large communities to very small communities, trying to help everybody, because all lives are important, and all those places have important needs in terms about how to communicate to the public when something is happening. Finally, very proud of collaborating with many associations and forums like EENA, and we are really thankful to have the opportunity today to participate at the conference and having this time with you just to share our ideas about public warning. So, when we talk about public warning, we like to approach the public warning issue from the multi-channel perspective. Because we really think is what is important for you as emergency managers, let's say. When you start thinking about how to approach public warning, you are not thinking in technology. You are thinking in different things. At the end of the day, your objective is to have any kind of situation under control and keep everybody safe. This is the objective. And to reach or help you to reach that objective, we need to deploy systems maximizing what we call the attention rate. The attention rate is just a combination of 4 different factors. First is penetration. Okay, you need to reach the more people as possible. Otherwise, the public warning communication is totally useless. But it's not only a matter of reaching people in every kind of different situation you could be facing, but you need also to get the attention of the people. You can reach many people, but if they are not paying attention to what you are communicating, communication is useless. Finally, okay, once you reach me as citizen and you get my attention, I need to understand the message. I need to clearly understand what you are asking me to do. So, this is going to allow me to take the action you are asking me to do to keep myself safe. So multi-channel is key for all those factors. Let's say first, okay, you need to maximize penetration. So reaching people in different ways is going to help you reaching more people. And you need to reach people in very kind of different situations. For instance, okay, we are supporting all those fancy ways to reach your mobile phones, But if something happens at night, mobile phone is switched off, at least at my home. What's happening? You need other things complementing mobile phones, for instance, just an example, So you can keep the people awake if something happens at night, for instance. And it's very also important, considering the different groups of people you need to reach. Let's say it's not the same reaching teenagers in the emergency area than elderly people, Maybe for teenagers, you need to think in a strategy based on social media. But elderly people, okay, are totally out of the social media. They are, my parents are not following Twitter at all. So you need to reach everybody in different ways. And it's demonstrated that finding information from different ways, different communication channels, on one hand, it helps the people for a better understanding of the situation. And second, it's reinforced the communication, so the people is aware and finally concerned about, okay, this emergency is for me, so I need to take the action. Because when you are quiet and relaxed at home, for instance, and you suddenly receive a message you are not prepared for, you may think it's not for you. Maybe, okay, I will wait. So if you are starting receiving inputs from TV, radio, other things, okay, you are going to be compelled to the action. In order to reach or to maximize these attention rates, Genasys approached public warning with our Genasys emergency management software platform, fully integrated warning and evacuation system. Okay, first is multi-channel. Said before, it's very important. So we are supporting a very different rates or ways to reach the people. From first, those communication channels based on the mobile networks, okay? Our system support end-to-end location-based SMSs and cell broadcasting that have been brilliantly introduced by our colleagues in Everbridge before. So all those advantages of location-based SMSs in terms of situational awareness, the quick way to reach massive populations with cell broadcasting is available end-to-end with Genasys, from the system unit to manage different communications in the front end to all systems to be deployed within mobile network operators in the back end. However, also, very different ways of communicating people apart from those that you can combine at any moment, depending on the needs you could be having in terms of the emergencies you used to have in your territory. From our long-range acoustic devices, let's say speakers sending voice to very long distances, to SMSs, voice calls, mobile applications, social media, emails, communication to desktop computers is also important when people is concentrated working. You can have a pop-up in the computer too. Integration of beacons inside buildings, integration of strobes, we support the Common Alerting Protocol, CAP, to receive inputs and to send outputs to very different communication channels such as TV, radio, billboards, whatever. So we support end-to-end a range of different communication channels. And we really think that it's very, very important, as I said before, to be flexible. Flexible in the design of the platform and the software, flexible in the way we can deploy the system for you. This means that we can cover all that range of different use cases. From, deployment, on-premise deployment for those national cases you used to require for, to those cloud-based systems we can deploy for small cities, small to big cities. It's commonly more suitable for them. We deploy the system in the cloud, so they don't need to take care of the infrastructure. Okay, the platform fulfills the latest European Electronic Communications Code, the Article 110, because through the end-to-end support of location-based SMSs and cell broadcasting. Of course, the system is able to combine both of them, so we can have the best of each communication way. Let's say you can have LBSMS, so you get that situational awareness functionality, number of people in different areas, even how the people, anonymous data, of course, is moving once you have started an emergency campaign communication. But you also have that capability of quick reach lots of people, even the whole country, in just a few seconds with cell broadcasting. From our perspective, this is very important, different ways to interact with the system. First, of course, you have the interface, out-of-the-box interface that can be customized for you. It's very simple, very easy to use. You can have all information at a glance. But you can also define a communication from scratch in just the same screen with just a few clicks. Okay, one click, selection channels, one click, I define the content, get the multi-language capabilities, send in different language to different people from different nationalities or different regions, like Spain, you know. You need to send Spanish plus Catalonian in Catalonia, Basque in Basque Country, these kind of things, plus English, for instance, for international travelers. And we also offer a mobile command and control application. So you could be able to activate communications in the field. Sometimes the only people with having all information about the emergency are those people in the field, getting all inputs in real time. So you can also get your mobile phone with the right permissions of securized access. You are able to quickly activate a communication campaign in your area. Apart from those ways to interact with the system, we also support an API, an interface. So, okay, we understand that all countries already have a very complex and complete command and control infrastructure. So in many cases, the best for you is just to integrate this new communication functionality in the software you already have. Okay, it's not a matter of changing the screens or going to different computer or different software to activate communication. So this API allows you to integrate all the functionality in your current system very easily and very straightforward. So you have a platform supporting communications, you have the same interfaces you have for everything to activate communications. I already talked about output channels, but I would like to talk about the input data sources capability. It's very important for us to put together all information you could be needing, from early warning systems to sensors to weather information, all information you could be needing to have a hyper accurate and local knowledge about what's happening is going to help you not only to activate communications to the public, but to have a better understanding of the situation. And Genasys platform can help you in that way. Moreover, we are putting together that information so you can easily define conditions and parameters so the system can automatically activate communications to the public. In some cases, you have no time to waste. Just defining communication and making decisions. I can maybe thinking of earthquakes, for instance. Okay, not very common in Europe, but there are kind of situations you would like to have. Okay, a direct input, activating direct communications to the public. Very interesting feature. So, finally, okay, we are getting that data together, all those inputs, Moreover, we can be adding more information, traffic information, historical data of movements of the people, historical data, weather information, any kind of historical data from any early warning system. So you can put together all that information with our Zone Haven feature. And you are going to have everything in one place. And you are going to have all together, everything in one place is going to help you, on one hand, in working in advance, preparing any kind of evacuation planning before something happens. So you are prepared to quickly respond to any kind of situation. But second, having all that information in the same place, you can share that information with all emergency agencies operating in the territory, even the others, the neighborhoods. So you can easily coordinate evacuations when something important is happening. And even more, you can share this information with population. So you have the guarantee population is going to have the most accuracy and official, this is very important, official information when something happens, where you need to remember that when something important is happening, people is getting inputs from many media, and in many cases, that information is not accurate and is not helping you, just the opposite. So you need to publish in just one place, easily for everybody, official information to prevent any kind of confusion. So, okay, this was all from my side. Thank you so much. We really expect Your visit at our booth number 32 would be our pleasure. My pleasure has been just already here to share this moment with you. Okay, we have 1 minute on something in case you have any questions. I would really appreciate, I'm really glad to answer any kind of questions you could be having. Thank you so much.